Hello and welcome. This is MouseGunner, and we're back with some more Factorio, and I'm joined yet again by Rotype.
Hello, everyone.
And I realized at the end of the last episode that I may have been going through a little bit too much work here, especially now that Rotype just got the green circuits, because that's really what I'm trying to work for here. And if we already have that on the bus, I think I'll have a lot easier time building the green science over where he is. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick up what I had going here, and I will take it over to where he has the bus. And now that he has green circuits, it'll be a lot easier to do what I need to do. So we're just going to pick up some of this stuff and just transplant it over on the bus.
I suppose I can allow you in my space. You know, teamwork stuff, right?
And for those of you that found the last episode extremely frustrating to watch me do that, that's okay. We'll do it again this episode. Oh, there we go. Let's go. But I think I am a little bit more comfortable where the red science production is concerned, as far as how many iron plates we're producing and everything. And we do have a thing for transport belts in case you do need some. It's all the way over here, though, so I don't know how much that helps you, but...
Yeah, it was just... Well, I'm up to 50, which sounds like a lot, but runs out really fast.
And while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and take some myself. Yeah, there's a lot over there, so you probably want to take some. Okay, so let's find where his green circuits are. And at least for my viewers, they get to see what you were doing over here while I was fumbling around over there. Okay, so we've got our green circuits over here. Now, one thing that's really going to benefit me is I also need the copper plates and the iron plates, which is the reason why I wanted to pick up and come over here.
Yep, I mean, that's the reason to build the bus. I actually put that in the wrong place, but it's the reason to build the bus. So everything's here. So
Right,
eventually...
So
go ahead.
This one pole is in the way of your
Yes,
belts.
I noticed.
All right.
Using these...
So as a reminder to the viewers, what I need is the green circuit, which he already has. And well, ultimately I'm building green science. So I need an inserter and a transport belt. And to do that, I need, if we go over the inserter, I need iron gears, iron plates, and that green circuit. So that's what we're working towards. And I am going to have to do another transport belt production facility, I think, over here as well. So I think that will make you happy a little bit.
Yep. Eventually I'll build my kind of array of transport belt production, but in the meantime, I've been trying to do it in my pocket and it's just never fast enough.
All right. So I am going to want to pull some of this. Is this area here going to all be green circuits at one point?
All 4 of these, yes, will be green circuits in the future.
Okay. Well, I might take it temporarily for now because this is going to be spaghetti anyway.
Yeah, it'll be quite a while before we fill up 4 lanes. What do you know? I'm out of transport belt again.
I think I'm going to build it over here just because it would be more convenient. Because everything I need is going to be over here. So
Yep.
Let's start.
For temporary, you can just leave it wherever. That should be the second side of the belt.
Oops. Okay, so first thing we're going to need is the gear production.
And now we have electronic circuits in a box. You need them in the future.
And then from there, I'm going to need the assembly machine for the belts. You know what? I'm going to do the box. Ah, there we go. I knew I made. There we go.
Nice thing about being in a desert is there are very few trees. There apparently still are rocks to get out of the way. Whole conglomeration of them.
And I also need more iron plates, so we're going to go ahead and grab some of that.
You can also note that we now have steel, something that probably wasn't here the last time you were in this area.
Yeah, I see that. So that's going to be this right here is steel.
Right, and we don't necessarily need 4 lanes of steel, but we probably will use 2. And then the other 2 can be just some other kind of odds and ends that we'll put on the bus because they'll be used, but we don't need the full throughput of 4 lanes. Yeah, I just have no materials.
Okay, so that's the transport belt taken care of. Now we need the inserter, and we already have the belts being produced. I think I'm going to move that power pole a little bit.
Now I have to figure out how much space I want to leave for future circuit production. Might go for a walk and see what I can see out this way on the map.
And why is it that I cannot select a normal inserter?
Probably because you are using a assembling machine 1, the gray one.
Uh-huh.
The gray ones can only craft items that have 2 ingredients.
Ah, gotcha. So I need a blue one.
That's correct. The blue ones are pretty much better than the gray ones in all ways. I don't believe you trade off anything. Or, I mean, they use a little bit more energy, but I believe the actual efficiency of that energy they use is greater. So there's pretty much no reason to use a gray one.
Oh. Belt the wrong way around. There we go.
Well, I haven't found any biters, but I found a decent sized patch of coal here. Nice big amount of desert, though. This will be helpful. Not have to get rid of too much stuff before we build.
Okay. I didn't really think about where this is going to output, but we'll figure it out here in a second.
I was just thinking on my walk I should have been crafting materials, and of course I was not.
Okay. It's probably a better way to do that. I'm going to think that one through. But the important bit is that first we have to power this up. So it starts producing. And we have the inserter, we have the transport belt. So now all we need is the ability to make the green science. Do I have to do that in a blue, or gray should work, right? There's only 2 ingredients.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on ingredients.
Okay. And I may put this on a... Oh, no, that should work. If I put the box there, and then I just need more inserters. There we go. We've got green science.
Great.
Much easier when you have a bus to work with.
Yes, and pretty much illustrates why building a bus is beneficial. Stuck. What am I stuck? Oh, I was stuck on you.
Should I set up a science and actually start using the green science? Like, how does the green science work? Does it have to be combined with red science, or?
Basically, it's just an additional input to the science lab. So just as you would input transport belt and inserters into the green machine here, you would input green and red speakers into the science lab.
But it needs to be both. Is that? That's what
Correct.
yes. Okay. So, and it has to be into the same sciences, right? You need.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's how. I've never actually done them separately, but yes, you have to. Yeah, it works just like an assembling machine. It needs the sum total of ingredients being red and green to produce. And you can see now our science isn't working. Possible, yeah. That's because we are attempting to research something that requires green science. And because we don't, I'm going to go ahead and cancel that for now and work on a
Well,
couple other things.
I'm gonna. Well, you know what? I'll let that red science over there go, but I think I'm gonna do another red science production over here. I was thinking about picking it up and moving it, but I think I'm just gonna let it go. If we have anything else that we can use it for.
Yeah, I will go ahead and switch the research to optics. And there are a few other red science only researches we can do while we get the rest of this kind of set up. Now I went ahead and started laying out my transport belt array when I think the next thing we should build on the bus kind of properly is the actual permanent science factory. I'm going to leave a ton of space here because there are a couple other things that we need to manufacture and put on the bus. So this is in line. Yeah, way down here, I think we'll start our science factory. I use transport belt to make this. Factorio needs like a some kind of pointing mechanism. Very good. I was in line. I don't need to be perfectly efficient, but sometimes I do need to be perfectly in line.
All right. So my game plan now is to start red science production, and to do that, I need.
Before you get too involved, I would suggest that you do it up here because I think this is where we can do our permanent science.
All right, you're up there.
So this one being gears. The way I usually do it is kind of iron in on the left, gears out on the right, and then this one being science.
All right, before we do that, I am going to get something going with this green science just so that it is being used while I went through all the trouble of building it. So,
you know, spend a whole episode building something and then in the next episode dismantle it.
Okay. because we don't need these right now.
Now, if we're lucky, won't have to deal with too many of these rocks. Fortunately, I'm having to go through one right now.
I do have a lot of ore and stuff in my inventory, I'm noticing, because I've been cleaning some stuff up. So I'm just going to go deposit that.
Yeah, that gets really annoying, but once we get robots, you know, as if that's anytime soon, we will have them automatically clean up our inventories for us. It will be nice.
Okay, that takes care of the iron. Oh, I only had 1 copper, so that's going to go over there. And I can hold on to the stone, I guess.
Yeah, we're flying through science now. I used to have a layout for this. Now I'm just making it up.
Are these meant to be blue or gray? Because I think I accidentally made... You're making them blue, aren't you?
Yeah, it's as I said before, it's generally there's not usually a reason to go with gray after you unlock the blue, other than they take a little bit extra to craft. This isn't gonna work. Trying to get clever. Didn't work out so well.
So are you going to have to redraw the whole thing, or...
No,
Because
just
there can't
the just this far. This stuff is still good.
Okay.
I'm gonna do what I sometimes do is walk away from the product and just draw it out over here and then build it again.
And do you want to bend here? Like that?
Yes, because I think what we're gonna do is we'll produce a bunch of science, run this kind of, I don't know how far yet, down this way somewhere, and then we'll build our science labs like up here. Run it back down vertically.
And I am out of resources, so I will see you in a bit.
Only as far as you can zoom out.
Where is the box? That's what I don't remember. You said there was a box of iron somewhere?
It's very close to the end of the furnace column.
Oh, I see him. Well, I had to walk over a little while.
This means you need a larger monitor.
Okay.
One of these days I'll have this stuff memorized. Won't have to come up with it on the fly.
Well, I'm not really even sure how you're drawing this up. I'm assuming this is the red science, this is the green science.
Yep. And then as far as the rest goes, I'm not sure yet either. Every once in a while I come up with something clever and tell myself I need to either remember it or document it, and of course I don't, and have to come up with something different.
Well, it looks like we're getting to that time, so I think we're going to be wrapping it up here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is MouseGunner and RoadType signing out.